Hi there. Hi, good morning, everybody. It's Liz Davis here. I am a nutritionist and gut health specialist. I help busy women with their gut issues like bloating, IBS, SIBO, Candida, etc. And I am still working at the moment. I always work on Zoom, so there's no problem there with social distancing. So if you do want to speak to me, I shall pop a link to my diary in the comments. Um, and a lot of us are working from home at the moment, so which is lovely. I always work from home anyway, but a lot of people are working from home who don't normally. And although it's great, there are some challenges, of course, involved. Um, so I was just going to go through 5 tips to keep you on track while you're working from home to make sure that you don't end up feeling really kind of icky and slobby and all those kind of things. Okay, so firstly, I think it's quite common at the moment to be feeling really hungry all the time. I know a lot of people are feeling really hungry, hungrier than they are normally. So don't worry if this is happening to you. I think it's all perfectly normal to be feeling like you need to be munching constantly all through the day. What I would do though is make sure that instead of kind of reaching for crisps and biscuits and things, sugary things, just make sure you've got some nice, handy, wholesome snacks to be getting stuck into. So things like energy balls, bounce balls, whatever you like to call them, are really great to have. There's loads of recipes online. They're essentially just dates and nuts and seeds and things like that blended together, and they are surprisingly tasty and they do keep you feeling really full. Additionally, things like hummus and crudities, so dip your carrots and cucumbers in there and things. Oat cakes, nut butters, things like that. They've got lots and lots of protein, fats that will keep you feeling really full. So if you do kind of find that you are getting a lot of hunger pangs at the moment, just make sure you've got more protein foods going on than sugary things, because they're not going to make you feel great. That said, I honestly wouldn't stress about it. It is quite common when you feel stressed and anxious to want to eat a little bit more than normal. So don't be worrying about it, getting on the scales. That's not going to help you. That's just going to make you feel more stressed, which is not what we want. Instead, focus on the positive. So focus on how can I get healthier food into me, and focus on how good that's going to make you feel, rather than feeling guilty because you might be putting on a bit of weight. Doesn't matter really. Okay, so that's the first thing. Number 2, what I would do is try to stick to a routine if you can. And remember, of course, that the routines don't have to be boring. You can write your own routine at the moment, which is really good, especially if you're a night owl like me, so you don't have to worry so much about getting up really early and things like that. So write your own routine, but then try and stick to it as far as you can, because your body likes to be eating and doing everything at the same time each day, really. So up at the same time, eating at the same time, you'll feel a lot better. Okay, so number 3 is to try and stay hydrated. And the best way to do that is just to keep some water next to you all day. As while you're working from home, it's easy to get absorbed in your work and there's not quite so much distraction going on. So you might forget to drink and then you feel a bit horrible and lethargic, probably because you're dehydrated. But then it's best to avoid caffeinated things at that point. So lots of water all day will help you feel a lot better. Number 4, definitely remember to eat lunch for the same reason. Sometimes you can get so absorbed in what you're doing, you can forget to eat meals at the right time. Again, with lunch, make sure it's nice and healthy. So lots of different coloured fruits and vegetables if you can. So salads and soups, and also plenty of proteins and fats and fibre. So lots, again, eggs are great, chicken, lean meats, things like that. Hummus, really good for keeping you nice and full, keeping you feeling on top of things and motivated and energized. If you're finding it difficult to get hold of fresh things at the moment, frozen's fine. Just use frozen veg, absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. And then number 5, finally, tempting as it is to guzzle a bit more alcohol at the moment, especially if the sun's shining, it will impact your sleeping patterns. You will start to feel a bit more drowsy, and we don't want that going on for immunity, for one thing, at the moment, but it will make you feel less than productive the next day if you have been drinking the night before, even if it's only one or two. So I think that was, oh yeah, also that will use up lots of nutrients as well, which again, we need as many of them as we can at the moment for our immunity, as well as keeping our energy levels up and our mood good. Okay, so there you go. That's 5 things. I shall just give a quick run through of those again. So don't worry about being hungry. It's just part of your stress response. Try to stick to a routine. Remember to stay hydrated. Remember to eat lunch and try and avoid too much alcohol. So there you go. That's all I was going to mention today. If you do want to speak to me, I shall put a link to my diary in the comments. Otherwise, I shall see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.